Hi there. How are you feeling today? I was just wondering, how many hours of sleep do you usually get every night?
Oh, hey. Well, I typically sleep around 7 hours each night. How about you? How much sleep do you usually get?
Oh, that's interesting. I usually try to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes it's a bit less, but I aim for 8. Is 7 enough sleep for you?
I feel pretty good with 7 hours of sleep. It's enough for me to feel refreshed and energized in the morning. How about you? Is 8 hours enough for you?
I have to admit that sometimes 8 hours feels a bit excessive for me. I usually wake up after 7 hours feeling fully rested. So, I would say it's enough for me as well.
That's great. It's important to listen to our bodies and find the right amount of sleep that works for us individually. Do you have any tips for getting a good night's sleep?
Definitely. One thing that helps me is establishing a bedtime routine. I try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. It helps regulate my sleep schedule.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll give it a try. I've also heard that avoiding electronic devices before bed can improve sleep quality. Do you find that helpful?
Yes, absolutely. The blue light from screens can disrupt our sleep patterns. I usually try to avoid using my phone or watching TV for at least an hour before going to bed.
That's a good tip. I'll make sure to limit my screen time before bed. By the way, do you ever have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep throughout the night?
Occasionally, I do have trouble falling asleep. When that happens, I find it helpful to practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing or listening to calming music.
I see. I sometimes struggle with staying asleep, especially if I have a lot on my mind. I find that writing down my thoughts before bed helps clear my mind and promotes better sleep.
That's a great strategy. Writing a journal or making a to-do list can be helpful in organizing our thoughts and reducing nighttime worries. I'll try that too.
Another thing that affects my sleep is my sleeping environment. I make sure my bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. It really helps me drift off into a deep sleep.
That's a good point. Creating a sleep-friendly environment is crucial. I use earplugs and curtains to block out noise and light. It makes a noticeable difference in my sleep quality.
It's amazing how small changes can have a big impact on our sleep. I'm glad we're discussing this. It's given me some new ideas to improve my sleep routine.
I'm glad to hear that. Sleep is so important for our overall well-being. It's always good to prioritize it. Is there anything else you do to ensure a good night's sleep?
One more thing I do is avoid consuming caffeine or heavy meals close to bedtime. They can interfere with sleep. I try to have lighter snacks and herbal tea instead.
Ah, that's a good reminder. I tend to avoid caffeine in the evening as well. It's best to let our bodies wind down naturally before sleep. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could share our sleep experiences and tips. It's been helpful. Now, let's make sure we both get a good night's sleep tonight.
Absolutely. Wishing you a restful night's sleep. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Sweet dreams and take care. See you later.
Good morning. I was curious, Do you usually use an alarm clock to wake up in the morning?
Hey. Yes, I rely on an alarm clock to wake up on time. It's set to go off at the same time every day. How about you?
Oh, I see. I also use an alarm clock. I set it to wake me up at a specific time. It helps me stay on schedule. How often do you oversleep?
Honestly, I try my best not to oversleep, but occasionally it happens. Maybe once or twice a month. How about you? Do you oversleep often?
Well, I make an effort to wake up on time, but I do oversleep on rare occasions. Maybe once every couple of months. It's not too frequent for me.
That's understandable. Oversleeping can happen to anyone sometimes. Do you have any tips to ensure you wake up on time and avoid oversleeping?
Definitely. One thing that helps me is placing my alarm clock across the room. That way, I have to physically get out of bed to turn it off.
That's a clever idea. It would force me to get up instead of hitting the snooze button repeatedly. I'll give it a try. Any other tips?
Another tip is to set a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate our internal clock.
Ah, I see. So having a regular sleep routine can help our bodies get used to waking up at a certain time. I'll try to establish a schedule. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's also helpful to create a relaxing bedtime routine. Activities like reading a book or taking a warm bath can signal our body it's time to sleep.
That makes sense. I'll incorporate those activities into my evening routine. Hopefully, it will help me wind down and fall asleep more easily. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Additionally, it's a good idea to avoid caffeine and heavy meals before bed. They can interfere with our sleep quality and make it harder to wake up.
Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's best to give our bodies enough time to digest food before going to bed. I'll adjust my eating habits accordingly.
That's a smart move. Now, let's talk about alarm clocks. Do you prefer using a traditional alarm clock or do you use your phone as an alarm?
Personally, I use my phone as an alarm. It's convenient because I always have it with me. Plus, there are various alarm apps that offer different features.
I understand. Using the phone as an alarm is popular these days. I prefer using a traditional alarm clock because it's separate from my phone and reduces distractions.
That's a valid point. Having a separate alarm clock can prevent the temptation to check notifications as soon as we wake up. It keeps us focused on starting the day.
Exactly. Plus, it's essential to limit our screen time, especially in the morning, to avoid feeling overwhelmed or distracted before starting our daily tasks.
I completely agree. By using a traditional alarm clock, we can resist the urge to browse social media or emails right after waking up. It helps us maintain a clear mind.
Definitely. Now, when you oversleep, do you find it challenging to catch up on your missed tasks or appointments? How do you handle it?
It can be a bit stressful when I oversleep and have to rush through my morning routine. I try to prioritize the most important tasks and reschedule if needed.
I understand the feeling. It's important to stay calm and not let it ruin the rest of the day. Being flexible and adapting the schedule can help manage the situation.
You're right. It's essential to maintain a positive mindset and not let oversleeping affect the entire day. I'll remember to be flexible and adjust accordingly.
That's the spirit. We all have those occasional mishaps, but it's how we handle them that matters. Now, let's both aim for a good night's sleep and timely wake-ups.
Absolutely. Here's to productive mornings and avoiding oversleeping. Wishing you a great day ahead. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful day and take care. See you later. Good morning. What time do you usually get up in the morning? Are you an early riser?
Hi. Well, I typically wake up around 7 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't say I'm an early riser, but I'm not a late sleeper either. How about you?
Oh, I see. I usually get up at 6:30 in the morning. I like to start my day early and have some quiet time before the hustle and bustle begins.
That's great. Getting up early allows you to have a peaceful start to the day. Do you get up with the sun or do you use an alarm clock?
Actually, I use an alarm clock to wake up. I find it more reliable, especially during the darker mornings of winter. What about you? Do you rely on an alarm?
Yes, I do rely on an alarm clock as well. It helps me wake up consistently and ensures I don't oversleep. I set it to a soothing melody to wake up more gently.
That sounds like a nice way to wake up. I might try using a melodic alarm too. So, do you find it challenging to wake up early or do you adjust easily?
To be honest, it can be a bit challenging at times, especially on cold mornings. But once I'm out of bed and start my morning routine, I gradually wake up and feel more alert.
I can relate to that. Starting the day can be tough, but once we get moving, our bodies adjust and we become more awake. It's all about establishing a routine.
Absolutely. Having a consistent routine can make it easier to wake up early. It helps train our bodies to wake up at the same time each day. Do you have a morning routine?
Yes, I do have a morning routine. After waking up, I like to stretch and do a quick workout to energize myself. Then, I have breakfast and plan my day ahead.
That sounds like a productive routine. Exercise in the morning is a great way to boost energy levels. I should incorporate some stretching into my mornings too.
It really helps to get the blood flowing and wake up the body. Also, do you find it easier to wake up in summer when the sun rises earlier?
Yes, I do find it easier to wake up when the sun rises earlier during the summer months. The natural light helps signal my body that it's time to start the day.
I agree. Sunlight has a way of naturally waking us up and providing a sense of freshness. It can make waking up early feel more natural and invigorating.
Definitely. It's interesting how our bodies respond to natural light. It's important to take advantage of it and let it guide our sleep-wake cycle whenever possible.
I couldn't agree more. It's a good idea to open the curtains or blinds to let the sunlight in. It helps regulate our internal clock and promotes better sleep as well.
That's a great tip. I'll make sure to let more natural light into my bedroom in the mornings. It's amazing how simple changes can improve our sleep routine.
Small changes can indeed make a big difference. Our environment plays a significant role in our sleep quality. So, Let's both embrace the sunlight and enjoy early mornings.
Absolutely. Here's to embracing the mornings and making the most out of our days. Wishing you a bright and productive day ahead. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful day and take care. See you later. Good morning. Do you jump out of bed as soon as you wake up, or do you take some time to wake up fully?
Hey. Well, I wouldn't say I jump out of bed, but I do try to get up promptly. I need a few minutes to fully wake up and shake off the sleepiness. How about you?
I understand. I'm not exactly a jump out of bed type either. I prefer taking a few moments to stretch and let my body wake up gradually. Are you a morning person?
I can't say I'm naturally a morning person, but I've trained myself to embrace the early hours. Once I'm up and moving, I start to feel more alert and productive. How about you?
I'm actually more of a morning person. I enjoy the quiet and calmness of the morning. It's a great time to gather my thoughts and set a positive tone for the day.
That's wonderful. Mornings can be a peaceful time to gather oneself and prepare for the day ahead. Do you have any tips for becoming more of a morning person?
Definitely. One thing that helps me is going to bed at a consistent time each night. Having a regular sleep schedule makes it easier to wake up early.
Ah, I see. So having a consistent sleep schedule is key. I'll try to establish a bedtime routine and go to bed at the same time every night. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. Another tip is to expose yourself to natural light as soon as you wake up. Opening the curtains or going outside can help signal to your body that it's morning.
That's interesting. I'll make it a point to open my curtains and let in some natural light in the mornings. It sounds like a simple but effective way to wake up.
It really is. Our bodies respond to natural light, and it can help regulate our internal clock. So, how do you motivate yourself to get out of bed in the mornings?
One thing that motivates me is having a morning routine. I like to start my day with a few minutes of meditation or stretching. It sets a positive tone for the day.
That sounds like a great way to start the day. Having a routine can provide structure and give us a sense of purpose in the morning. I should try incorporating meditation too.
It's worth giving it a try. Even a few minutes of focused breathing can make a difference. It helps clear the mind and prepare for the day ahead.
I agree. Starting the day with a clear and focused mind can make us more productive. By the way, do you have any other strategies for becoming a morning person?
Another strategy is to avoid hitting the snooze button. Once the alarm goes off, I try to resist the temptation to snooze and instead remind myself of the goals I want to achieve.
That's a good point. Snoozing can disrupt our sleep cycle and make us feel groggy. Reminding ourselves of our goals can provide the motivation to get up and seize the day.
Exactly. It's about finding that inner drive and reminding ourselves of the things we want to accomplish. It helps us overcome any lingering sleepiness in the morning.
I couldn't agree more. Having a clear sense of purpose and setting goals can give us the extra push to get out of bed and make the most of our mornings.
Absolutely. So, let's both embrace the mornings, whether we're naturally inclined or not, and make the most out of each day. Wishing you a productive and fulfilling morning.
Thank you. Same to you. Let's make each morning count and have a fantastic day ahead. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful day and take care. See you later.
How do you typically start your day?
In the morning, I usually start by brushing my teeth and washing my face. Then, I have a quick breakfast before getting ready for the day.
That sounds like a good routine. It's important to take care of personal hygiene and nourish our bodies with breakfast. Are you usually in a hurry in the mornings?
Well, I try not to be in a hurry, but sometimes I find myself rushing to get everything done. I prefer a relaxed start, but it doesn't always go as planned. How about you?
I understand. Mornings can get busy. Personally, I try to avoid rushing. I wake up early to give myself enough time to complete my morning routine without feeling hurried.
That's a wise approach. Giving yourself extra time in the mornings can help reduce stress and allow you to begin the day in a more calm and composed manner.
Exactly. Starting the day calmly sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. It helps me feel more focused and prepared to tackle any challenges that may arise.
That's a great mindset to have. So, apart from brushing your teeth and having breakfast, do you have any other specific morning habits or rituals?
Yes, I do. After breakfast, I like to spend a few minutes doing some light exercise or stretching. It helps me wake up my body and feel more energized.
That's a fantastic idea. Incorporating exercise or stretching into the morning routine can provide a boost of energy and improve overall well-being. I should give it a try.
It's worth a try indeed. You can start with simple stretches or even a short walk. It doesn't have to be anything intense, just enough to get your body moving.
I'll definitely incorporate some stretching or a short walk into my mornings. It sounds like a great way to kickstart the day and get the blood flowing. Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome. Another habit I find helpful is planning my day ahead. I make a to-do list or prioritize tasks, so I have a clear idea of what needs to be done.
Planning ahead is a smart practice. It helps us stay organized and focused. I'll make it a point to jot down my tasks and goals for the day as well. Thanks for sharing.
No problem at all. Now, let me ask you, do you have any strategies for staying calm and composed when you're in a hurry in the mornings?
When I'm in a hurry, taking a few deep breaths helps me stay calm. I remind myself that rushing won't make things better, and I focus on the most important tasks.
Deep breaths can do wonders in reducing stress. It's important to stay calm and not let the rush overwhelm us. Prioritizing tasks is a great way to manage the situation.
Definitely. By focusing on what truly needs to be done and letting go of minor distractions, we can navigate through a busy morning with a sense of control.
Absolutely. And even on hectic mornings, it's important to make time for self-care. Even if it's just a few minutes, doing something you enjoy can boost your mood.
I agree wholeheartedly. Making time for self-care, even in small doses, helps us maintain a positive mindset and take care of our well-being amidst a busy schedule.
Precisely. Now, let's both aim for calm and productive mornings, whether we're in a hurry or not. Wishing you a wonderful and balanced day ahead. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. Same to you. Here's to calm and productive mornings. Have a great day and take care. See you later.
What do you usually eat for breakfast? Do you have any favorite morning foods?
For breakfast, I usually have a bowl of cereal with milk or toast with jam. Sometimes I enjoy a yogurt with fruits. How about you?
That sounds delicious. For me, I often have oatmeal with toppings like berries or nuts. It's a warm and nutritious way to start my day.
Oatmeal with toppings sounds really healthy and filling. I should consider adding that to my breakfast options. Do you prefer to drink anything in the morning?
Yes, I do. I usually have a cup of coffee to help wake me up and get my day started. It gives me a little boost of energy. What about you?
Coffee is a popular choice in the morning. I also enjoy a cup of coffee to kickstart my day. It helps me feel more awake and ready to take on the day.
Coffee has that effect on many people. It's a common choice for a morning pick-me-up. Is there anything else you like to drink in the morning?
Apart from coffee, I sometimes have a glass of orange juice or a cup of herbal tea. Orange juice is refreshing, and herbal tea can be soothing. How about you?
I occasionally have a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice too. It's a great source of vitamin C sometimes. I also enjoy a cup of green tea for its health benefits.
That's a good choice. Green tea is known for its antioxidant properties. It's a healthy alternative to coffee as well. I'll consider incorporating it into my morning routine.
It's worth a try. Green tea has a gentle and calming effect. It's a nice way to start the day. So, do you have any specific breakfast habits or routines?
One habit I have is sitting down and taking my time to eat breakfast. I try to avoid rushing and enjoy the meal. It helps me feel more satisfied and focused.
That's a great habit. Eating mindfully and savoring your breakfast can enhance the overall experience. It's important to take the time to nourish ourselves properly.
Absolutely. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, and it sets the tone for our energy levels and focus. So, do you have any other breakfast tips or ideas?
One tip is to include protein in your breakfast. It can help keep you feeling full and satisfied for longer. Eggs, yogurt, or nuts are good protein sources.
That's a valuable tip. Including protein in breakfast can provide sustained energy and prevent mid-morning hunger. I'll make sure to incorporate more protein-rich foods. Thanks.
You're welcome. Another idea is to prepare breakfast the night before, especially if you're in a hurry in the mornings. Overnight oats or a pre-made smoothie can be convenient options.
That's a smart idea. Preparing breakfast ahead of time can save precious minutes in the morning and ensure we still have a nutritious meal. I'll give it a try. Thank you.
No problem at all. Now, let's both enjoy our breakfasts and start the day on a nourishing note. Wishing you a productive and satisfying morning. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. Same to you. Have a wonderful day and take care. Enjoy your breakfast and see you later.
How do you usually commute to work or school? Do you have a preferred mode of transportation?
I usually take the bus to work. It's convenient and affordable. Sometimes I also ride my bike if the weather is nice. What about you?
I typically drive to work. It gives me more flexibility and allows me to carry things I need. However, I sometimes take the subway if the traffic is heavy.
Driving can be convenient, especially if you have a lot to carry. Subway is a good alternative to avoid traffic. How long is your commute usually?
My commute usually takes around 30 minutes by car, depending on traffic. If I take the subway, it can vary from 45 minutes to an hour. How about yours?
My bus ride to work usually takes about 40 minutes. Biking takes around 20 minutes, but I only do it when the distance is manageable.
That's reasonable. It's good that you have different options depending on your needs and the distance. Is your commute usually smooth, or do you encounter any challenges?
Most of the time, my bus ride is smooth, but there can be delays or crowded buses during rush hour. Biking is usually hassle-free unless there's bad weather.
I understand. Rush hour can be unpredictable. Biking is indeed affected by weather conditions. Have you ever considered carpooling or ride-sharing to make your commute easier?
I haven't tried carpooling or ride-sharing yet, but it's a good idea. It can reduce traffic congestion and make the commute more enjoyable. Have you tried it before?
Yes, I have. Carpooling or ride-sharing is a great way to share the ride with others and reduce costs. It can also be a chance to socialize and meet new people.
That sounds appealing. I should explore carpooling or ride-sharing options in my area. It could make my commute more efficient and even contribute to reducing my carbon footprint.
Absolutely. It's worth exploring. Apart from transportation mode, do you have any strategies for making your commute more enjoyable or productive?
One thing I do is listen to podcasts or audiobooks during my bus rides. It makes the time pass quickly, and I can learn something new or be entertained. How about you?
That's a great way to make use of the commute time. I also listen to podcasts or music to relax or catch up on news. It helps me unwind or prepare for the day ahead.
Music is always a good choice for relaxation or motivation. It sets the mood for the day. Is there anything you do to make your driving commute more pleasant?
During my driving commute, I like to listen to my favorite music or listen to educational audio programs. I find it helps keep my mind engaged and makes the drive more enjoyable.
That's a good idea. Engaging your mind with educational content can make the commute more meaningful. It's a great way to learn and grow even during travel time.
Exactly. Now, let's both make the most out of our commutes, whether it's by bus, car, or any other mode. Wishing you a smooth and enjoyable journey. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. Same to you. May your commutes be hassle-free and productive. Have a wonderful day and take care. See you later.